Hey everyone, it's Kelly. I'm back today with a double page 12 by 12 project life process video. This is week 4 in my 2021 album, and I am using a mix and match of different project life cards from multiple Studio Calico kits. I've mentioned this in past videos, but whenever I get my kits, I usually will create one spread using the kit, and then I just throw the products in with other kits from the same manufacturer. So all of my Studio Calico cards are just mixed together, and when I want to create using Studio Calico, I just go through the cards and find the ones that I want to use. I am basing my color scheme off of the title card, which is in the upper left-hand corner. That was the card that kind of jumped out at me, and I knew I wanted to use it. I had a hard time finding that green color, and so I'm going to go through and just try to find different embellishments in my Studio Calico stash to add to the spread to help bring that green in around the spread in other areas. I have a lot of the pinks. I had a lot of the pink cards, and I have a lot of pink embellishments as well, but I didn't really want to add more pink to the layout because it was already standing out as a very dominant color in the spread because of the cards that I'm using. Another color that you're going to see me bring in is red. I had that card in the middle column on the left-hand side that says UGG, and I definitely wanted to bring in more pops of red. And I think in the January Studio Calico kit, there were some really great chipboard pieces that were red. So I'm definitely going to bring in a few of those hearts and a couple of the arrows as well. So while I'm working on embellishing, let's go ahead and start walking through the week. I am going to add stamping as I'm talking you through the week, and I will have all the stamps listed in the description box below if you're interested in checking any of those out. But let's go ahead and start talking about the week. So as always, I have my title card in the upper left-hand corner. The photo next to that is a photo that I took and posted on Instagram. It was the start of my Thursday 3 album. And every once in a while, I'll toss in projects that I'm creating in my project life because it is something that does happen throughout the week. In the middle column next to that, I am working with a photo that has a lot of journaling on it. The photo is very dark. It was a photo that was actually taken at night from inside my house looking out. And it was just something kind of crazy that happened in our neighborhood, and I just wrote up a bunch of journaling about that. And then I'm going to use the card next to it that says UGG, and I used one of those chipboard arrows to point over to that photo, so that way you can kind of relate the photo to that card. The photo next to that, which is partially covered up right now, is just a cute picture of my dog Maya. And then the photo next to that is actually a photo that I took of my Apple Watch. I purchased an Apple Watch with some of my Christmas money, and I'm absolutely loving it. I'm so glad that I made the investment into it. And I actually printed that as a full 3x4 photo, and I had typed the journaling onto the photo before I printed it. But as I was laying out the spread, I decided that I wanted to kind of break the photo up a little bit because there was a lot of empty space on the photo, and I thought it would be a great way to use up another journaling card from my stash. So I added journaling to the card and then trimmed the photo down to fit onto that card, and I'm really happy with how that turned out. I'm going to add one of those chipboard hearts to that photo as well, again, just to kind of help spread that red around and to add a third heart onto the spread. So now moving on to the bottom row on the left-hand side of the spread, I am going to have two 3x4s in that 4x6 pocket. So one of them is a journaling card. I stamped current events on there. That is a stamp set from Allie Edwards. And I have a lot of journaling about my personal opinions and thoughts on the coronavirus and kind of where our state stands right now. And I covered that up because it is just my opinion. It's not something that I think that I need to really be throwing out there into the world. So I have that covered up, and I will also have it blurred out in the still shots at the end. So I'm going to keep that part of the spread private. In that same pocket, I'm also going to have a photo of our state map and where our current counties are in the spread and the number of coronaviruses that we have in our state. Right next to that, I am going to have two 3x4s and a 4x6 pocket again. I did not have very many 4x6 photos this week, and I have no problem combining a photo and a journaling card or a couple photos together in one of those pockets. So I have a card that says delight in the little things, and then I have a picture next to that. That's actually of me sitting at lunch. It's just a picture of my feet that I took in our lunchroom at the office and just kind of talked about what my work week looked like that week. In the next page, starting up at the top, I have a photo of my son, and I just have a tiny little line of journaling on there. It says something about how he always has his iPad. It's always in his hand. It's always with him. He travels around the house with it. And I added a phrase sticker on there as well. And it is similar to that green color in my title card. So I'm going to be spreading a few of those phrase stickers around the spread, again, just to add in more pops of that green. Right next to that photo, again, in the 4x6 pocket, I'm going to have two 3x4s, and it is just a journaling card, or I'm sorry, just a filler card that matched some of the other black cards that I have on in the spread. You're going to notice that I have 3 black filler cards, and I'm going to place them in a visual triangle around the spread. Next to that, I have a 4x6 photo of my one little word talisman. In the middle column, I have a book review. I also have a photo of my bathroom closet, and I added some journaling on there. It's hard to see. I wish I would have done the font a little bit different, but after I printed it, it is what it is. I'm not going to reprint that photo. But I just talked about how we were having some plumbing issues, and we thought we were going to have a plumber come, and I kind of organized and cleaned the closet and the bathroom. In the spot next to that is just a journaling card, and I'm talking about how my husband and I both hurt our backs on the same day due to some winter weather. I have another picture of me and my dog, and then you're going to see the still shots for this page coming up here soon, but I'm just going to kind of keep talking about what I have going on that right hand side. I also have 2 screenshots of some weather that we were having, and then I also have a picture of my espresso machine and just a filler card to go along with that. So the spread came together really quick, actually so quick that I wasn't really able to walk you through the week before I got to the still shots. But if you have any questions, please let me know. I ended up using a die, I think from Concord and Ninth, to create almost like a label type banner on my title card, and then use some alphas from Kelly Perky to add the week number. So please let me know if you have any questions. I know this was kind of a quicker video than I normally do, but I'm always happy to answer any questions that you have. And I will be back again soon with a new layout and video. Thank you so much for watching.